holding capacity of the soil is lower here. So I might be planting this at 28,000 in twins, and I might be planting this at 36,000 in twins over here because my water capacity is higher. And I've got more room. I don't want to be right at the edge of evapotranspiration efficiency. I want to be out here a little ways to give me room. I don't want to be right here, but I don't want to be where I'm going down. I have less room in this light soil than I do here because of water holding capacity. So we go to narrow rows so we can close the ground quicker, conserve water, and make it transpire, not evaporate. And we go to narrow rows here so I can push my population within the row, take advantage of my water holding capacity. So I'm going backwards in population here, I'm going maybe forward in population here. Probably one of the biggest challenges we run into when our grower goes into narrow rows is they want to push their populations up to the 40,000+. Most of the time that's a mistake. And it depends back on this factor we're talking about, how soon it's going to take place. It depends on whether I got a pendulum leaf, an upright leaf, a flex hybrid, or a determinate hybrid. But my recommendation, anybody that tries going to narrow row corn is try as much of a lower population than what you're used to as the higher population. Our twin row at our 20-inch corn is more efficient on nitrogen. Part of the problem, the reason that is when you shut the transfer or the evaporation down, you keep the soil cooler. Now, the other thing to remember with narrow rows is if you're in the thinking that you're going to push populations, and you're pushing populations beyond what you get sunlight for, now you got less water available per plant, less nitrogen available per plant, and the higher the population, the higher the heat in the cornfield. So we have heat sensors out there, and these plants, believe it or not, in cell respiration give off heat. So due to the tighter canopy and the population being out there, they'll carry anywhere from 3 to 5 degrees higher temperature. At night, during the day, they'll carry 3 to 5 degrees lower. But high populations in narrow rows are going to create a warmer nighttime environment, and for you guys, that has to be a concern. How do we cool this plant down at night so we aren't burning up a lot of energy in respiration? So a situation where you're going to create heat out in here, and you're going to have less water available per plant. The true advantage to narrow rows is getting to this point, but getting to it quicker than you would with a 30-inch row. Today's hybrids, for the most part, have tremendous flex. Not all, but they have tremendous flex. You'll see some hybrids responding in the tune of 20 or 30 bushels sometimes because they're at lower populations and you let them take advantage of the surplus. But if you go to narrow rows and you gain a little bit of water efficiency by closing it, but you push the population higher, you're going to give up everything you just gained and you're going to go back.